This ain't weights. I have other channels, but they won't let me go live because I don't got enough stuff on them. Because basically do my what I'm doing. Weights. We got all kinds of stuff. Uh, yeah. This Epstein thing's got me pissed off royally for many reasons. That's not. We're not doing weights here. So if you want weights, wait till Saturday night. Uh, there's multi layers to this issue, but okay. From my take, number one, why wasn't he on suicide watch? That's Epstein. He should have been on suicide watch. Number two, their excuses with the videotape at the jailhouse is bullshit. I mean, did he commit suicide? Some people say he wasn't. They had put in another corpse. He's somewhere sitting on a beach somewhere. What do I know? You know what I mean? But let's assume he did. He was killed. I see no reason for him to commit suicide. It's too early in the game. He's a multi-millionaire. He knows too much. I don't know what this stuff on the side is. Anyhow, yeah, how you doing? This ain't weights, brother. I have other channels of politics, but I don't have enough stuff on them to go live. And I ain't no fool. So this thing is pissing me off. It's a cover-up. But the point is people are missing the boat here. It's not the people on the list. Let's assume there's a list. Okay, let's assume there's a list. Okay, so what? So we're worried about exposing the people on the list? I could care less. Either if they did something wrong, prosecute. If not, well, they're embarrassed. It's who set the list up and for what reason. Who's behind the list? What foreign country set this up? Who's coming to Washington tomorrow to have a talk with Trump? Let's assume this whole Epstein, he's an operative of some foreign agent working with the CIA2. And this is a blackmailing scheme to keep people in line. You don't do what we say. We're going to throw out a video of you with some young chick that's underage. And we're going to blow your family will disown you, the country will disown you. So they don't want to do that stuff. This ain't nothing new. They always bring the sex in. They tried it with Trump and some bullshit with urinating on sheets in Russia. Lies on lies. But who does this? Who is this? Who does this? I can't talk, Father. You call me something. But I know who does this kind of stuff. They always work the sex theme and all that crap. But anyway, now, if there is a list, and they don't want to expose it, so they're going by this thing. Oh, there was no list. Who has more power? If I have the list, do I expose the list and just look at all these idiots? No. I keep the list close to me, and I use it for my power. Because everybody on the list is going to knuckle under to the Trump administration now, or whoever has the list. But there's also another possibility, too. If we expose the list, we expose the idiots who get trapped in this blackmailing scheme. But it's also who's doing the blackmailing. And if it's a certain foreign country, which I really think is involved, holy shit. There'll be such anti-Semitism, it'll sound like 1938. I got a feeling here, fellas. This goes deep. If the truth is exposed, because someone's going to say, oh, yeah, look who's on the list. What someone's going to say is, well, who set this up? Oh, who did? Oh, so they could blackmail America? Oh, and when we say jump, America says how high? Yeah, nothing new. If it's what I think, this ain't nothing new. This manipulation's been going on. Who started World War II? Wrong. Who started World War One? Wrong. Who started income tax? Figure that one out. There's no income tax. It's not legal. It's not constitutional, but we got it, right? Yeah, okay. Think about it. So there's things going on here. So that's what I'm saying. I'm totally disgusted. I love Trump. The minute he came down the stairs, I was with him. Hey Trump, fuck off. I don't give a shit about the economy. I don't give a shit about peace. I want to know who's on that list. And I want to know who set it up. And if it's the country I think it is, I break all connection with these pieces of shit. Because they've been manipulating us. The Washington, D.C., the capital ain't America. It ain't Washington, D.C. I know what it is. If I'm right, it's in another country. Hey, brother. How you doing? Yeah, I just put this up. I have other channels, but they won't let me go live. I don't have enough stuff on your political channel. Next to weightlifting, the power that, I'm into politics and this thing's. They're telling me we got a big list, man. I'm looking at it on my desk with hundreds of videos. Now they're saying ain't no list and ain't no, like, what do you think? We're morons? So me and Trump are done. No, I don't care what you do, Trump. You're proving to me you're knuckling out of a foreign government. You're protecting somebody. And who's coming to Washington tomorrow? Yeah, I wonder how. How would they have the info about the list? Because they're the ones that created it. Who do you think Epstein was an operative of? You think he was just some freak? Why is Maxwell in jail if there's no list? Where's this list? You can't think of it as a trial. Something don't make sense. Only thing there's two possibilities because they don't want to expose the list because there'll be you can't deal with the true kind of thing of who it's going to implicate government wise. Another reason why, let's say there's no other government. Epstein just did his own little thing, which is bullshit. But let's say, okay, if he's got a list, I got this list right now. Oh, I can put on YouTube, get a million views, make a little money. Or I keep the list. Hey, man, I got this list. No, don't worry. Yeah, no, don't worry. I know you're on it. Don't worry. I see you doing the banging that little check. Hey, honey, hey. Yeah, you got your freak on. That's all right. But listen, hey, you got that bill coming up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, could you do me a favor and vote? Yeah, yes on it. Yeah, because I got some land the way to train, so I can. And when it comes, you pay me a good price for the land. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, do me a favor. One hand, one back. You hand watch my back, I watch yours. Okay? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, don't worry about this. Yeah, okay. Bye bye. Oh man, one after the other, one after the other. So there's so many possibilities, but to just cover it up for what? Bondi said she had. Bongino's banging his desk. Who else? There's some other guy going berserk on it. Pantel. Not all. No, there was nothing. We got nothing. Holy, the whole bunch. Now I'm sick of them. You know what I'm saying? Either you're solid or you ain't. Either for truth or you ain't. You're playing the Machiavelli bullshit, then hey, join the bunch that does it for the last 100 years in Washington. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? How you doing? I can't read. I think it's glass. I can't. I'm blind as a bat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about this thing. It's nothing to do with weights. But when I ain't doing weights, I'm watching news, all news. Leftist news, rightist news, every kind of news. I like Sky News from Australia, funny as hell. But I watch all kinds of news. I read Drudge Report. But I'm at Drudge. What happened with that? You know when he sold out? Right after the list of who went to the island. Drudge went to the island. He's on the plane manifest. And all of a sudden, Drudge sells on it. But anyhow, yeah, I do all kinds. I read it all. You got to read it all. I go, let's see what Drudge is saying. Okay, then I go back over to the right. I'll watch Revolver. What a finger. You want to get some freaky shit, go to Before It's News. Them boys are way out there tripping on some weird shit. And then there's news it, which is pretty good. You get both sides. That's what I do all day. If I'm out in the sun, burn up mowing, then the mow blows up in the middle of the field. I ain't rich. I live on 900 a month. So anyway, now I got to mow in the middle of the field. So I'm trying to fix it. I go, there's something wrong here. Something wrong with the valves or the timing cam, and it's done. What am I gonna do? So I go like a little bit of money. I got another one going, but I still got to get that one out of the field and brake slots. So I got to work on that tomorrow. What else is going on? Then the fan that's in the ceiling, it's like the foot flaps, so I can open the windows. I can eat in when it's 75, and the whole house gets cold 10 minutes, and I can keep it cold most of the day because you're hearing the AC on. Because that most I got to eat. I've been out taking that out. And then my dog died, man. I can't talk. So a lot of shit hit me at once. I told her if one thing hits, it's going to be, and then I got real sick. I lost 20 pounds. My lift's way down. Way down. I'm looking good because it's like before bodybuilding competition. I lost all that weight. Like them guys that go into bodybuilding, when they're up there on the stage, they're weak as kittens because they've dropped so much fat and weight, and they're thin, and there's no water in their body. They ain't lifting hard and heavy. They're lifting hard and light. So that's what I'm dealing with yesterday in the gym. But I was all right. But this pissed me off because I was with Trump since he came down the stairs and they laughed at him. I said, a businessman, that's what we got to have, a businessman. And now I see him knuckling under something. Epstein killed himself. Why? Embarrassment? No. There'd be no reason for him to kill himself. Would other people want him dead? You betcha. But there'd be no reason for him to kill himself. He get off on technicalities. And what he knows, people, it's like the Diddy thing. That I said from the beginning, I know about law. Okay, I've been in front of court with judges and lawyers and shit before. You get used to how it works. And you go, wait a minute. Like Diddy, he had freak parties. They're freaks and they're getting the freak on, but where's the legality? Debauchery ain't illegal. It's just something, it's untasteful to me. I mean, if you need all this freak shit, that there's something wrong in your head. But anyway, there was freaks getting the freak on. I'm not for it, but it's do what you do behind closed doors. You got better women who realize they were just sex objects, so they're breaking up all kinds of shit. They're suing for millions of dollars. And then what's you going to get? Trafficking ain't trafficking for prostitution. That's what they do. They're freakies. They're all over the world. Even in the country, I bet you there's a few, what they call them things. I don't even know what it's called. They all be screwing each other like it's some Roman Caligula bullshit. So anyway, that's why I said this Diddy thing's he ain't gonna get charged with shit. And now that's what I said with Epstein. So what's the only thing that was in fear of is the list being exposed. Or who Epstein is working for. He ain't doing all this shit for party favors. This is to blackmail people in power. You understand? This is blackmail. They've been doing all along. They try to vilify with sexual shit. In your politics, that guy has to quit because he had a woman on his side or something. Or, he's hanging out with hookers and shit. It's a common thing these people do. But this is a lot worse. So it's who done it, why they do it, who's scared of it, and who wants to keep it under wraps so they can use the power. Like I told you before. Hey, yeah, I got you on this list over there with that 12-year-old. Yeah, you got your freak on, huh? Yeah, hey, Congressman, blah, blah. Listen, that bill's coming up. Yeah, you could do me a good favor. No, don't worry. No, I would never do that. But, I mean, you could do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, vote no on that bill. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. You do me good. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll call you from time to time. All right, bye-bye. See? So we got two people on. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, give me thumbs up. Just thumbs up me. I'm an old guy. I'm almost 72 years old. I ain't getting my freak on. I don't know why people get so. It's frustration in the brain and shit. These people. Just have yourself a nice honey. Do the wild thing once in a while. It don't have to be a marathon. It don't have to be with whips and chains and black leather. And I don't know what the fuck these people into. You know what I mean? Just get on with making dinner afterwards. Take a ride on your bike. But anyhow, yeah, they make a lot of nothing and perverted and all that shit. But anyhow, that's my opinion. But yeah, I just had a mouth off, and I have a chance political, but it's going nowhere, and I don't have enough. You have to have enough videos so you can go live. So I'm sorry if you came here for weights. I'll do my Saturday night thing. Last night was a bummer, man. Weak as a kid. I still had a good workout. I look good because I got less fat on, so you can see the cuts. Like, you know, you can see where the soldiers going into the bicep and the tricep and all that shit. You know, my legs are starting to get cuts in the quad. So, but you get weak when you lose that size. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Is anyone survival lifting? Yeah, how you doing? I know you're going. What is he talking about today? I'm going Epstein crazy. I can't believe this shit. 1 minute, Bonnie says they got the stuff on the table, thousands of videotapes, and now, oh no, it's not. That's called a cover up, fellas. And what's pissing me off is not that they're doing it because there are reasons to do such a thing. It's that they think I'm that friggin' stupid. Trump should have called me. Hey, Charlie. Yeah. Hey, Trump. Yeah. Hey, I know. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, who keeps the book? You keep that. Now you got a chip in the game. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I understand. I just want to think I'm a freaking idiot. Yeah. But who's controlling this whole thing? Who set this all up? Who's Epstein working for? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why he's coming in tomorrow to Washington. Have a little talk to that boy. Yeah, tell him to stop his dumb shit over in Gaza, or you'll expose the beans, and there'll be such hatred for Israel. Forget about it. Yes, that's what I figured. Yeah. Okay, Trump, take it easy. Thanks for calling me up because I was about to say you're one of them now. But yeah, take it easy. Have a McMac. Couple. I like the fish burgers. You like the fish burgers? Yeah, a couple fish burgers, a Big Mac, and a big Coke with a lot of action. I'm talking about. See, I put a little rum in that Coke. You don't drink, huh? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, hang in there, Trump. Bye. So that's what I do. But I'm pissed. So that's it. Now, you want to talk some weights? I'll talk weights with you. But that's just pissing me off. Like, what do you think? Oh, you just told me you got the whole thing, and now you don't got nothing. You know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe you guys are just into your weights, but I've lived a long life. Weights is just something I did, you know? But it was politics. I was in a lot of stuff. So this is pissing me off. So yeah, maybe. And do you guys care about news? Or are you just into your weights and getting bulked and strong? And, you know, do you watch the news? And I don't mean mainstream. I watch mainstream to flip out. And I go find the real news. Most likely reading. Because they talk too long. It takes too long when they talk. So I usually find stuff in the newspapers. I'll get loose. I can pull newspapers from England. I can pull newspapers here, like New York Post, Washington Post, so I get the left side, the right side. I go to Revolver, News It, Whatafinger. I watch Drudge too. Then I'll go for certain feeds from England. I forget which one it is. One of their newspapers got a feed. I watch what they're going on. And I think Texas is horrible. It ain't Trump's fault. There was more enough weathermen going in. But there's no sirens and stuff, and the people voted down to have that early warning system like they got for tornadoes. But that one school got wiped right out with all them young little kids. That's horrible. I didn't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. My dog died. I don't want to think about it. Died. I mean, misery's all around. So the only way you deal with it, you don't think about it. Because you think about it, you start tearing up and shit. And then you're no good to nobody. So you just got to learn how to push it aside. Keep going. But yeah, poor kids, the family. Can you imagine family members? They're not going to find all these people. Have them buried on the mud. They're fossilized. No, I like this topic you're talking. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I mean, like late at night, like last night, I got home from the gym. was about 3 in the morning. I felt good. That's another thing. No matter how my lifts go, numbers, I felt horrible before I went. I got some more problems with my hernia. I figured out what it was, but when I started doing deadlifts and shit, but it doesn't. None of that shit bothers me. Only coughing. And this cold I had was coughing every other minute. It was ripping me in pieces. So I took some cough. The kids had some cough. What do you call it? Suppressant. That worked pretty good. But that and a couple beers and a shot, I was still in the way that I got to pick one or the other. But anyhow, yeah. So no matter what, the working out, okay, as an old man, the working out is a rejuvenator. I know it shocks the body, just pushes the right hormones in or whatever. But I felt good when I got home. Well, I always feel good after midnight, but I really feel good after I work out. When I went there, I'm going, oh, God. So I was doing safety bar squats, which is good. Box squatting it to a bench. I moved the bench over from the Smith machine. It's pretty low, so I'm almost at depth. And I was just knocking out 15 to 20 reps. No heavy at all. I was doing 150, 145 weight. Like some wimpy. But hey, 20 reps deep. So I'm going to work my way up. I'm doing a reload, basically, because I really lost 20 pounds. I'm still kind of weak from it. So I'm just going to reload. I had 10 pounds each workout. And so that means 20, 30, about 30 pounds a month. So before I know it, I'll be doing 20 reps of what? 300? Hey, forget about it. No. But that's what I'm going to do. Same thing with the bench. Deadlift, same way, too. What I do yesterday. I was just doing 225 for 10. But nice and slow, down, reload, reset it up. Working my form, really practicing on my form in the deadlift as to how much leg movement I'm going to use before, the legs down, before I expand my back. So it's a timing. You got to get the right timing as when one hits, the other hit. They're both hitting, but percentage-wise until you go. That's why the guys that do deadlift figure it out. You go, this guy don't look like he lifted, the dog food bag, and he's pulling this shit, Yeah, but that's all right. The snail's pace is the best pace. Just keep it going. My notebook's almost full. I found another one. So it's almost full. I say it'll be full by October, no, and then I'll get it. Just keep it going. Just keep adding a little bit. You can't add 10 pounds each. 5 pounds, yeah, 10 pounds. 5 on each side. That's good. So I do 3 days a week now. So this week it was bench, Monday, Wednesday, legs, and then Friday it'll be bench. Then I got 2 days off, and then it's the other way around. See, because I ended on a bench. So next week it'll be two days of legs and 1 day of bench. It'll give me time for my shoulders to heal. And I'll work it up. So next week I'll be going up 10, maybe 20 pounds on the deadlift. So, I just keep going. But, you can always just use progressive overload. If it's small enough, man, my back's getting back. Or you can also use, you can put in the blocks and do like pin presses, But that I just like doing. I just do the reps. Like I could have stayed at 225 and did 3 sets of 225 at 10 reps. You know what I mean? I was doing 20 reps on that squat. But like next week I could do what I did this week, but add another set. That's another way. That's still progressive, overload. Or I can just bump it up, add the 10 pounds, and just keep going. You know what I'm saying? If I get to a thing where I go, oh, shit, I can't get this one. Can't get the 10. Well, then you stay there till you get the 10. Or the 8 or whatever else I'm doing. So that's another way. But you're doing good. Survival lifting, you're doing right. Your progress is laughable. That's good. It ain't laughable. It's just a little bit. But I'm used to pulling heavy weights. So I'm like, fuck. I said I better start eating some food, man. Grilled cheese, tuna fish sandwich, tuna melts and What do I do when I want to bulk? I just eat tons of eggs, butter, and bread. Get back up to 242, man. I was down to 220, about 224 now. But if I go into meet at the 220 division, which I can drop a little bit for the weigh-in, man, I'll do great. Right now, man, I'll get records just for what I've already done. I got records up there, but these records will be like, ain't no one coming there. So you have to understand this is the division of 70 to 74 year olds. You know, you have to understand. I'm not, you know, we ain't talking about the 20 year olds. I see these guys deadlifting 500 pounds and shit. Like it's nothing to go get and squatting that kind of money. They bench this with stuff. Most of them don't bench a lot compared to the amount that they squat and deadlift. The bunch I was doing the weights with, when we go up there, they line you up with where they think you can, you say what your opening lift is, they know what division. I was in the second one with the guys pushing, they were doing heavy deadlifts and squats, but we were all the same kind of weight, you know. Some again 350, some again they were having a hard time with the 319, because it's a kilogram. When they saw me write down 330, they were looking like bullshit. He said, I got to do 330. And the three guys before me, and they were all young, they crashed on the 330. And I just slang it up there. Should have went for the 341. Next time for that. So anyway, yeah. The best thing in training is to keep your ego in the home. And that's a hard thing for me to do because I love doing singles and tearing it up. But I said to myself, you gotta take to the programs you know work and take those little steps. You're right. That's what I've been doing, even though I'm not happy with where I'm at. I figure pretty good for someone dealing with meiosis that seems to never heal. Oh, man, yeah. Well, I got a hernia. It's another one, didn't it? I don't know what you do for else. It's just certain kinds of foods and stuff. Something. Yeah, the wife's got problems with her stomach. Like, I love spaghetti, and that thing sets it off with her like crazy. I make homemade sauce and shit. I mean, the house smells like it's an Italian restaurant. And I gotta make a special plate with her and just I make a pink gravy. I take a little bit of tomato sauce and I put some cream with it, thin it down, and she can eat that. Yeah, she's got them problems. They got them little pills, the blue ones they buy now before, and then indigestion. I don't know what you're gonna do. That's what I thought. I think you had, I think you got ulcers too. You know. Anyhow, she's over there. She goes, "Why did I marry this madman?" But anyhow, I cook good food, all right. So anyway, so what do you do for your ulcers? You taking milk of magnesia or drink milk, cottage cheese? What do you do? You got little pills you take? You go to a doctor? Because I don't go to doctors. Can't afford that. They piss me off. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you fast, you're going to get weaker. I don't know. My stomach's, that's the pisser. My stomach's, I eat anything, drink. I don't know. My amputee, it's on my stomach. Oh, I see those kind of ulcers. Oh, man. I see what you're saying. Okay. So that's where the irritation lies. Yeah, I don't know. I get that. So it won't callus up. There's some ways to make it callus up. Have you tried some? I don't know which one I would use for that. Maybe just test. Just do some tests. Get that up. I don't know. Is it because you're putting it in what do they call it? I don't know what they call it. Like a fake leg or some foot or something. Or is it because even if it's just there and you got crutches, you're still getting it? It's still getting that way? Damn. See what I'm saying? That's rough. Uh, yeah. Well, you work around your injuries. You know what I'm saying? Keep working out. Like I told him, I get the hernia operation. I gotta sit down. I'm gonna do dumbbells. I'll sit down, strap me in a chair so I don't really move my belly because a stitch I'll rip right out. And do dumbbells or something. When I was sick, I took this old exercise bike from out on the porch, and I was doing that. I was sick. The dog's dying over there with me. I'm trying to. It's been hell. This last month has been hell. I literally crashed and burned mentally. I'm just coming out of it right now. Anyhow, wow. Antibiotics for months. Well, the antibiotics will keep the infection down, but if it's irritated, it's irritated. You know what I'm saying? Did you talk to them like, what's some way to get the count? Normally, they get a count. Well, my mother was a nurse. We had a rest home, but she also would help people at their houses. I remember a guy, but it was like callus, and he put like a big stock on it. But it was calloused up like the bottom of your foot. 7 7 years. But the actual tissue's all healed, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Where they stitch, I've amputated livestock. They broke a leg, but I'm not saying put them down. I hacked. Remember my son? I hacksawed it up, brought the tissue over, stitched it up. Healed up good. Ran for 3 legs. But I'm saying that part where you stitch it up, is that part infected from irritation or just being infected? You know what I'm saying? Or find a new doctor. It's got to be, you know what I mean? It's like anything else. I'd be working on it in my head, like with this. Okay, a hernia. The guy at the gym, he's a nurse practitioner. That's almost like I was ready for doctor school. And he had a hernia, and he told me which doctor to go to. And he told me he had a little bump there. My intestines come out of my body and fill up my scrotum. He almost had a fucking heart attack. He says at that pops, you're going to bleed out. What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? He's looking at me. I says, no, I got 3 sports jocks, the real strong ones. I mean, 4 of them, tight, and I pull them up, especially for the meets. So when I do the deadlift, the ball bang into my balls. It ain't my balls, it's my intestines in there. So I pull up real tight, pull it up tight, like ladies with big tits. They got them strong bras, and that's what I do. He's looking at me like I'm insane. He says, "Are you crazy? You have to get that done." Just I had it when it's a little bump. You let it go. I said, I got to do what I got to do. I don't got money for this stuff. I go to Medicare. Doctors don't give a shit. Their insurance A, B, C plans. I don't get that much. I mean, Social Security. Now, Social Security is money I put in, so don't give me that entitlement shit. I don't get no. I don't want no. I use my mind to survive. But anyhow, 7 years. You figured have callus on it by now. Your diet's okay. Are you a diabetic too, or something? Or I mean, you're okay. You eat right. And there's no other medication, any other problems. It just ulcerates for some reason. Uh, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just like putting myself in that position. What would I think? Be thinking, you know, keep air on it. Vitamin D, vitamins that help in tissue repair, collagen. You gotta have collagen. You gotta have fat. You gotta have cholesterol. You gotta have the stuff that builds up the hormones that cause growth and regrowth, repair. I don't know. Maybe testosterone would be good. I don't know. Depends on where your level your test is at. But if it's real low, maybe use some testosterone. I know they used Anavar on burn victims with much success. You gotta do some kind of healing process. I know a lot of bird vicks were given lots of raw eggs every day, and the skin and tissue healed real fine. I mean, dozens of eggs a day. They make like an eggnog with it, melt it down with straw, and they made studies on this stuff. The studies were so impressive that early bodybuilders tried it to get an anabolic effect on healing. So I have diabetes. Yeah, see, I'm not a dog. I said that, right? I said that, right? You're getting that problem too now. That's what's causing that. The ulcerations from the diabetes, you know that, right? Yes, it's healed, but I have had ulcers come and go. But this time it's been worse than usual. I clean it every day and I have countless adjustments to my prosthetic. That's what it's called, okay, a prosthetic. Yeah. I have diabetes. Yeah. That's it. Are you way overweight? Because there's some with the diabetes and having to do the insulin. It does this. Like I'm figuring out I might be post diabetic, so I'm watching my ankles. What I'm saying. My stepmother had it with her leg. She lost part of her leg with diabetes. Uh, me, the way I am, I have a high IQ, but I'm a failure. But I think a lot and I'll span out to look for shit. Okay, so the diabetes, somehow you got to slow that back. I mean, diet. If you're way overweight, get that weight off you. How's that Ozempic? Is he suggest that Ozempic? Because I know people who shoot up all the time. They were obese, right? What was her name? And I told you, you're shooting instant because you're overweight, don't eat. So they took that Ozempic. She looks like a normal woman now. Well, one and ain't that bad. I mean, that should be all right. You're in your 6 foot 5'8". That's good. Yeah, something. You got to get off that insulin, man. But nowadays it's different. My mother had the rest home. She can only gauge how much, so she always had you'd always give them a little more than possible. And there's always a thing of Hershey's, a little chocolates for the old women to take if they could tell, oh, too much. But nowadays you can gauge it almost they got it down right. I mean, I'm not that bad, but they get it down right. But I've seen that loss of limb from diabetes before, up close in the family. Okay, if I started having that, I I would go slim trim down and then talk to the doctor. How do I get off this shit? Or make it so minimal it doesn't produce this effect. Because that's the effect it produces over time. You know that. That's the one thing I worry about if I get a diabetic. I can pin myself, you know what I mean? But but I know if I start pinning, I'm going, oh God, I gotta watch everything, you know. But yeah, I would try to get that down to a minimum, you know. I don't take sugar, man, anymore. I'm on high blood pressure. You're on high blood pressure. And I don't weigh 198 pounds, and you're on blood pressure, man. How old are you? Ron, you're on blood pressure medication too. Okay. Me, if my blood pressure's up, because it can get up, I start getting on a bicycle. Well, I got a land. I can get winded just walking around my property. When I had a ranch, I could walk all day, but I'd be jumping around rattlesnakes and shit. But around here, up in the mountain back down there, I just walk around the yard for a while. It's like right in front of that. I mean, this one part here where the house is, that's about a football field, so I can walk around that. I go over the bridge and into the hills, but I wouldn't go up there now. See, I would take my white German Shepherd. I don't give a shit what time it is. I don't got him no more. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I would do a lot of aerobic. Get the blood flowing. That helps. 56. All right. You're young, but this happens around then. I know. I've seen it happen. I know. I know. Well, you got one leg, I saw. So what does he do for aerobics? Well, you got the ulcers on it, so it ain't like you're gonna do bicycling. If you could, that'd be good. I'm gonna have to think about this. You got to get your aerobics up. I don't know. Can you go swimming? I don't know how it works. Something. You got to get your aerobics up every day, and that'll drop it. I know that helps diabetes. Burn that off. And try to, and the blood, that'll help with the blood pressure too. They interact. So if that blood pressure goes down, that's what I do immediately. I start, I read a lot. I don't know nothing, but personally, I got to like sometimes I got the machine. It's battery powder thing. I go, oh shit. I go on a bicycle, I walk around. Or if it's gym night, I do high reps. I get the powerlifting. I go 12 to 15 to 20 reps on everything. I keep the weight working out. That's another way you can do it. What am I talking about? You can do aerobics with your weights. You go high reps, and you only give yourself 30 to a minute in between sets. I forget the word now. There's a word how you go from one machine to the other. You just do the one, then it's the opposite movement, then the next movement. And you go around in a circle. And your heart rate goes up and your aerobics go up. And that'll drop the blood pressure right away. I can't think of the word right now. There's a word for that. Circuit training. You do circuit training. Yeah, okay, the walking before that get up. Well, now just do your circuit training. Hobble over from one machine to the other. You still get on leg press, do the one leg. Or the leg extension and the leg curl, you know, you know. Do a set of leg extension, leg curl, then go over and do some machine press or pro, and go. I just said I can't remember it again. What have I just said? That routine. There's a if you go into Planet Fitness, they have a room with that routine, and there's a bell and shit. And you just go from position to position, machine to machine. You go around. You'll get a workout and aerobic workout. I don't know why I didn't. You get a damn. I mean, when I do my weights, my heart's beating my head because I'm pushing it. But circuit training, do circuit training at Planet Fitness. Pay you $10. Get it on. That's what I would do. Yeah. And the machines that are for two legs, you do one leg. Leg press, leg curl. I mean, leg extension, leg curl. With the leg press, don't even put no weight on the friggin' thing. Boom up, then. That's all. That's what I would do. First off. Yeah, there were people in my mother's rest home. One leg, walkers, two, wheelchairs, bedridden. That's how I grew up. I knew it was coming before I even went to kindergarten. So my philosophy of life is a lot different from everybody else's. Chasing that money. I mean, it's like what, you know. Or you're stretching for that ring. When you're in there on the merry-go-round. Fuck that. I'm just going to enjoy the merry-go-round. It's just my mind said, "Wow, I know it." Wow. Anyhow, so I used to climb this big maple tree to the way top, and it was like a view thing right at the top. Sit in there, and the wind would flow me back and forth. The neighbors would call my wife, "You crazy son's up, he's gonna kill himself." She's nice, just what he does. I mean, way up, but it was way, man. I had no mindset. I'm crazy man. But that made sense to me. Gotta just live it. Life's free. Happiness is free. Pretty close to free. I mean, you gotta have you gotta cut your firewood. You gotta build your crops. You gotta have a place, a cabin. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your normal stuff. But other than that, And lots of books, boys. Lots of books. I got so many books. I'm gonna sell that house. The living room's like a library. I know with all the books. I got my back of mind. They're gonna just take these books and throw them in a dumpster. It's like, my God, you can't do that. I know there's a used bookstore in the other town. They go, why don't you come to my house? I tell you right now, you got books here. You're gonna be happy. Anyway, so you and this thing, I walk. Yeah, so don't do it, man. Don't do that walk shit. If it flares up, you don't do it. If you get sunburned in the sun, you don't go in it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The only people try to get that tan, they sunburn all the time, and they're 50. You ever seen these women with fair skin? They look like a prune. I've seen them when they're young. They look like, what the fuck happened to you? And me, I'm tight, no. Because if all I needed was 2 sunburns, I said, fuck this. I'll stay white. But when I live in the desert, you tan up, even if you stay in the shade. Once you tan up, you okay. But the callus, yeah. I would work the work. I would get the aerobics through the workouts, 12 to 20 reps, lightweight. Do a circuit training routine. Hobble over to each one. Get that lower leg going. I have to think of something how to get the stump leg, the up part working. I have to think of something for that. It's got to be something you can do. You know what I'm saying? You got to think in your head, what can you do? There's got to be something you can do. Maybe with rubber bands, you push down, just put some resistance, figure a way to get resistance. That's all. And with the upper go circuit train, you circuit train the whole thing. And get your aerobics up and your pressure will go down. Now, if you got Viagra, you got blood pressure medication. So that's another thing I'll use. Oh, my blood pressure's up. Oh, wait, honey. It also gives you a good pump at the gym. So a lot of guys are using it. I tried it. I get a pump no matter what because I'm a split what I ate tonight. I made potato pancakes with 4 eggs, flour. I mean, that's a lot of starch, right? And then I had hot wings. So if I went to job book, I'm like a spaghetti, and I'll come home and eat tons of bread and butter. I'll just sit with bread and butter and jelly and tea. Yeah. Well, I feel for you, man. I really do. You know, with motorcycle accidents, I'd be laid up for a while. I remember I was in one cast for a long time, hobbling around with canes, not a cane, crutches. Got my arms strong. Yes, I know. I see it. I remember it. I see the women, the old women. Yeah, the men ain't. She never had no men. They must be all dead. With the women, nurses, school teachers, widows. Sad. Yeah, nobody gets out alive, and towards the end, like with the dog, it's all hell on earth. It's anyhow. It's like a microcosm. What's coming for me one of these days? I think I'll just go walk up in the woods and keep walking. I can walk all the way to the Appalachians from that land, not meet nobody, and just hang out for a while, call it a day. But anyhow, 56, you're fine. You're a youngin. You're a youngin. You can get through this. You can get that blood pressure down, and you can get your amount of diabetes stuff you got to do. I don't know if you're taking pills or injections, but whatever it is, you can drop it. And there's this Ozempic shit. I've seen people who used to pin, crazy pin, big, blubberous people, and they're thin now, and they don't take no insulin. So, but I'm that kind of guy. I'm always thinking that, this. I mean, I'm nuts, crazy. All them books, I read them. So I just read stuff. But yeah, don't give up. You're doing fine. Get that circuit training kind of in. Get your blood pressure. Get your heart rate up, and rest only enough that you can do the next exercise. I want you collapsing on the freaking floor. Maybe you need a minute, maybe 30 seconds to the next exercise, because the next exercise is your posing. Like if it's a push, the next one's a pull. Then maybe a leg, and back to another push, and another pull, and up and down, a push out, in. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. All right. All right. I'm going to hit the road. All right. Trying to strain. There you go. Okay, so there's ways to do it. That's good too. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You figure stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a will, there's a way. I would try to get the blood pressure down by, aerobics, do your wind, exercise, calisthenics, or whatever. Or do the circuit training. I do it all the time. And I just didn't have weights here to do circuit training in the house. But I did the bicycling. But and get that blood pressure down and get the insulin down too, because that's unless you had a car accident or something. I know people have had amputations because of diabetes. So take care of yourself. And what else? It's 12:30 here now, so I'm gonna cut this off and get something to eat. I got to eat late for some reason. I don't know why. That's not the day that I felt bad. I don't eat all day, but it ain't conducive weight training. But sometimes, I feel good today. Why is that, Charlie? You didn't eat all day. And I'll eat like a madman. Well, just had that chicken thing. But that was 2-piece chicken wings, a couple potato pancakes, maybe some eggs. I basically ate because they eat. They don't like it when I cook and I don't eat, so I eat a little bit. When I have the appetite, I eat. I went to the gym last night, and I got a lot of chores. I got to get that friggin' riding mower out of the middle of the field. It's got some automatic brake bullshit. I'm on YouTube. Everyone's got this problem. They turn it off and it locks up so you can't push it. I never noticed it before. So anyway, yeah, I got to replace the motor and seal it. I got things to do. I'm getting old. That's why you go to the rest home so you got maintenance men and shit. Just hang around and find out what widows got an itch that nice. I'll be over about 11, baby. Anyhow, okay, man. Survival lifter, you just keep doing, Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, yeah, I know. I've seen it. I've seen this up close with the rest home and relatives. You should watch what I'm doing, right? I don't want to tell you, but see what you doc how we can slow this shit down with the insulin and the diabetes, whatever. I don't know. It's like me with this hernia. I'm thinking every which way I can. I try ways to heal it myself, all kinds of vacuuming techniques and leg raises and all kinds of dumbass shit because I just don't want to get this operation. Plus, I can't get it. Can't afford it. And then the 4 jocks work. I pull it up tight. Yeah, you're too young, fix it up. You got 56, man. You got a lot of living ahead of you. So don't accept where you're at. How you can get lower dose of insulin in you, or maybe none. Don't they have a pill now or some shit? And getting your blood pressure. I think they're both related. So get your blood pressure down too. Do the circuit training and get your wind up and your heart rate up. That'll do it. All right, survival lift. I want to go. All right. I started with politics. I'm out of my mind. I'm screaming at the TV. I got to turn. You ever go to YouTube when they got these like pills to sleep? I go to this dystopia stuff, end of the world shit. They got this weird ambient music. You see wreckage of a building with a light on a bridge. It's half there, and some guys living up in the tower, and it's all misty and gloomy, and they got this weird droning music. All right. Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, brother. And I put that on sometimes because I'm tired of getting all this info shit. Because I'm an old man. What am I going to do? I've seen this shit before. Got to take care of myself. See, I can't drink. I mean, I can't drink. I got a whole bar, but I got to watch. Like right now, right? Hey, survival. Right now, that's another thing. You can't drink, brother, and you know you're drinking, right? Oh yeah, you're having it. Because if me and you, I say, let's have a shot up here. You want a high ball? So if you drink, you got to cut that shit out. You know that, right? I try to limit mine. But right now, after talking to you, I feel like I'm making a gin and tonic with a twist of lime. I won't, but I sure feel like I feel like a Chesterfield too, but I won't go near that shit. That was part of it. I got my hernia from coughing, not lifting. I blew it out with a cough. Man, I'd love that cigarette. My fireplace going, the hermit in the woods, the fireman hated me. I said, fuck it, I'll stay by myself. And I'd read my friends with my books and my dog sitting right there. And I'd read all through the night and my brandy and the ice. And I just read all this crazy ass shit, you know. I drink rum once in a while. By itself? What was that? This is a good rum. What's the name of that rum? Oh, there's a good rum. The rum the British Navy used, or did use to the 70s. Oh, man. That shit's dangerous. It's about $40 a bottle, you know. That was good. I mean, I smelled it. What was the name of that? Hold on. I'm going to walk around. And on top of everything else, when I'm mowing the lawn, remember the deadlift bar my son was using? There's no collars on it, so I picked it up, and all the weights fell down right on my foot, and all I had on was flip-flops. So although everything else I got, like, I don't know, I must have fractured a toe with them. I kind of swear I still have it. I'm in the kitchen. Let me see what I got in the bar here. What's in the bar, fella? What's in the bar? Did I throw that one out? Did I throw that bar out? There it is. No, that ain't it. Goddamn. Where is that thing? Where is it? Did I throw out that bottle, man? It was good stuff. If you're going to buy rock and roll, get the big bottle. All right, boys. But it's gin and tonic time. This is good in your coffee. It's Irish cream. Here's some rum. I don't know. What was that shit? I didn't want to throw that out. That bottle was good. All right, so I don't know where it is. Where it is. I'm sober, by the way. I'm out on it. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Is this it? No. Well, it's a good one, Bacardi. But no, it's something. It's with the British Army. I mean, the Navy. It's the best rum I've had in my life. It's got a cork top. Anyway, yeah. See, I had the lower end bartender show. That's one of my playlists. No, not Morgan. Yeah, Coke. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a Coke. Rum and Coke's good. You put a twist of lime in. It's something else, a Cuban something they call it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good drink. But this one rum, I swear it's so strong and good. British rum. Hold on a second. I'm on the LTV. I'm gonna look this up. That's how good it is. Don't hang out till I figure it out. I see it there, but I ain't paying $40 for a bottle. I'm not talking about a gallon jug. But it's the best rum I've had. Gonna write it up. British. Oh, come on, man. I missed the S and the H. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm on the TV now. Maybe it'll come up. The British Navy. Well, that's what I got. Hold on a second. I got to delete now. British Navy. You know, they used to give their sailors, even into the 1970s, a pint of rum every night. No, I swear to God. And this is the rum they gave them. Okay. Maybe. Give me a second. I'll find it right now. Now it's gonna come up. It's good. You gotta try it, brother. See, it's saying British Navy rum ration. They gave me a ration every night. No, I just wanna. Okay, go. Come on. Let me see the images. Come on. There it is. There it is. You find this, brother. Yeah, I'm turning the TV to you. There you go, man. I ain't lying, man. There you go. What kind of weightlifting show is this? There you go, brother. You got it. I'm telling you, man. They're gonna go, man. This is one crazy weightlifting show, David. I'm gonna have to get me a bar. Are they open yet? No, it's closed. They close 11 right now. This Tennessee. If they weren't open, you go down the road, get a gallon. You know what I'm talking about? I will inform you. Yeah. Oh man, it's cork top. It's a cork, and the smell. Just smell it, and the smell of it. It's unbelievable. Can't cough. I got to bend over. If I stand up like this, it's getting worse. The thing's getting worse. I was hoping for one more meet, get some bigger numbers on the board, and then let them cut me open and most likely kill my ass. You know, people die in well, obviously operations, but there's a word for it. I'm getting seen now. Elective surgeries where you're in and out. Like this, you're out in a couple hours. Dying on. A lot of actors too. You think they have the best, so you have the best doctors around. Like Bill Paxton, he died. Game over, man, from the aliens. He got a dumb little operation. He died. What was it? Alvin Lee from 10 years after. He goes in for like he died. I'm just remembering these are people I know. Two of my relatives died from not from the surgery, but the care. Like they don't give these people. That's what I told him. When I ever go to hospital, like I get in a car accident or some shit, you get me the hell out of it. You wheel me into the car, you get the IV bottles, and I'll take care of all that shit when I get home. Because they will kill you in it. Anyway. All right, well, you inform me. Okay, I'm going to let go. Yeah, try it out, man. I'm yakking away. I'm like, look, I got people on it. So, yeah, okay, I'm yakking away. Okay, man. I'm going to hit the road. I just was so pissed off at this Epstein thing. I had to blow off steam. And my other channel, which is political, they say, oh, you can't have a live until you get more, uploads. So, okay, well, I'll drive my weightlifting people crazy. So, anyway, okay. I'm going to hit the road, fellas. This is one for the books. This live ain't my normal live, which I have on Saturday night after midnight sometime. I talk about weight training, what else you want to know. All right? I'm going to hit the road, fellas. Good night. One thumbs up. Would all you guys put a thumbs up, man? What the heck? I'm here bullshit with you. But thanks for coming along. It's like, we're hanging out and having some Bruce's rum. Yeah, there's a story about it, too. Read about it. I didn't know about it. Into the 1970s, they get a pint of rum every night. They call it a ration. So while you're sitting around on the Navy's and U.S. drinking Coca-Cola, they give everybody a pint of rum to knock them out. Holy shit. Okay. Adios, friends. Catch you Saturday night. Bye-bye.